Hello, everybody. My name is Suzanne Fensky, and welcome to part 2 of Financing Your Future in this webinar series, What's Next? Pivoting from High School into Your Future. In part 1, Devontae Montgomery, a financial educator from MSU Federal Credit Union, has just provided us with a very comprehensive view of post-secondary education and opportunities beyond high school, and how to approach paying for all of that. There are a couple of additional opportunities I would like to bring to your attention in more detail, just so you're aware of them. I call them the double A's, which can serve as additional pathways to careers that may not be commonly considered. In the case of the first A, we are going to consider apprenticeship, which is a pathway to a career in a skilled trade. In the case of the second A, Americorps, it can serve as a gateway to a career in public service or other opportunities. So let's get started. Apprenticeship is a system of training in which you, as the apprentice, learns a skilled trade. The training includes some study, so classroom learning and reading, and apprenticeship also involves a considerable amount of hands-on learning through on-the-job training. And then eventually, after achieving a certain level of expertise, as demonstrated by one's work and period of training, one can become certified in that particular skilled trade. So what kind of skilled trades are there? There are all kinds. For example, skilled trades can include electrician, HVAC, so heating, cooling, and ventilation, carpentry, millwright, sheet metal worker, or many others. So if you want to learn more about a specific skilled trade and what you do, go to the drkit.org site, which we see here, and search for your trade of interest and listen to what an actual practitioner has to say about that skilled trade. Now, another good website to learn more about apprenticeships is this one called Jumpstart Your Career Through Apprenticeship, with the link shown below. Not all apprenticeships are created equal. The highest level of apprenticeship in the United States is registered apprenticeship, which meets the national standards set by the U.S. Department of Labor and its Office of Apprenticeship. Now, registered apprenticeship is not trade school. It is not vocational school. And below, we see a certificate the Department of Labor awarded upon completion of an apprenticeship. At this particular location in particular, at the Haynes Mechanical Technology and Energy Solutions, located in Colorado. So an apprenticeship is a learn and earn form of education in which you start earning money from your very first day of training when your apprenticeship starts. Then over time, as your skills and experience increase on the job, your wages will also increase over time. Now, the exact duration of your training in your apprenticeship varies with the particular skilled trade you are pursuing and the rate at which your skill level increases over time. Nevertheless, you are always earning while learning during a registered apprenticeship. And then upon completion of a registered apprenticeship, a nationally recognized credential is awarded. And it's recognized in all 50 states in the United States, as you are certified as competent to perform your particular skilled trade, kind of like a doctor or a nurse who become licensed to practice medicine or nursing in the care of human beings. As a skilled trade person, you are certified to practice according to your specific trade. For example, a certified registered electrician can service electrical systems in homes, buildings, or factories in which human beings live or work. So a credentialed, skilled trade person has chosen a career pathway with interesting and challenging work. So if apprenticeship is of interest to you, you can learn more about registered apprenticeships in Michigan, including the kinds of apprenticeships available, their locations, and estimated wages during apprenticeship. And this information is available for you to explore on the Michigan Apprenticeship dashboard on michigan.gov at the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunities website. So now we will go to the website and take a brief look at the information available. So here we see the Michigan Registered Apprenticeship Dashboard, and it was most recently updated in December of 2020. In active apprenticeships in Michigan, there are 19,728 active apprentices. That's almost 20,000 apprentices. And they are serving, learning, and earning in 1,181 different programs across the state. And that's just in Michigan. Now, if we take a look at occupational data, over here on the left is a column called occupation, and it shows an enormous variety of occupations in which there are registered apprenticeships in Michigan. So things like animal trainers, of which there are 3 active apprentices in Michigan learning to become animal trainers. Carpenters is another one. Here in Michigan, there are 1,540 active apprentices in carpentry. And then down here, to a personal favorite, is electricians, of which in Michigan, 4,048 active apprentices. Let's take a peek at wage data for electricians. From day one, your starting wage is $21.88 an hour. And then after 1 year of training, your wage increases up to $36.30 an hour. That's almost a $14 an hour increase after just 1 year of training as an apprentice, electrician apprentice. And then if we take a peek at regional data, and if we look over here at Region 10, that's in the Metro Detroit area, which includes Pontiac and Oakland County, 6,481 active apprenticeships in our region that are doing apprenticeships at 256 different active programs in the Metro Detroit area. Then here we see a breakdown active apprentices by industry and occupation. So the 6,481 apprentices, of which there are 3,730 in construction apprenticeships, 1,221 in manufacturing apprenticeships, Retail trade 732, and on and on. This gives a breakdown of the distribution of apprentices in Michigan in the Region 10 Metro Detroit area. So we'll get back to the PowerPoint. So if you have questions and you want to talk to someone and learn more about registered apprenticeship in Michigan, a good place to start is at your local Michigan Works office. And the person to talk to is an apprenticeship success coordinator. And in Oakland County and Pontiac, our apprenticeship success coordinator is Elizabeth Rivard Weston, and her contact information is shown below. Also, on this webpage, on the Michigan.gov website, the apprenticeship success coordinators at Michigan Works offices across the state are shown, and we have provided a link to this page at the bottom of the slide. So next, the second pathway to a career I would like to share with you is Americorps, which can provide a gateway to a career in public service or other opportunities, whether through post-secondary education. For example, Americorps service could help you figure out what you want to study in college, or discovering employment opportunities after completing your Americorps service term. Now, Americorps did not exist when I was a high school graduate, and I am certain if it had been available then, it is something I would have pursued, because travel and seeing the United States was a high priority for me, and encountering new experiences would have built my confidence quickly. Instead, I went through the school of hard knocks and learned from my mistakes, and that's a whole different story. So decades have passed, and right now, finally, I am serving as an Americorps member at Community Housing Network as a financial educator, which has given me opportunities like today and being able to present to all of you. So what exactly is Americorps? It is an opportunity for people of all ages and backgrounds to give of themselves to help strengthen communities. And one of the unique features of Americorps is it is a short-term opportunity. It's designed that way, typically less than 1 year. So why would a person do this? It's a chance to hit the ground running, going into a community, exploring and providing service for others, and learning about yourself and what you can do. You will have individual responsibilities, and in large part, you will be part of a team with team responsibilities. Now, community needs you and the team will address include improving the environment. For example, repairing and building structures, preparing for disasters. For example, responding to floods, fires, and hurricanes before, during, and after, and improving quality of life in communities. For example, renovating and constructing homes, serving in food banks and community gardens, and much more. So Americorps is an opportunity to deep dive into community service and to learn skills that you can carry with you through life. So handling multiple responsibilities individually and as part of a team. New skills, as we have just explored in construction, food, disaster response, and much more. Teamwork, living and working together as a team. living away from home, things like buying groceries, preparing meals, doing laundry, cleaning living quarters, and managing your time. Then upon completion of your year of service, you will have real-world experiences and life skills that demonstrate to you what you are capable individually and as part of a team. Your year of service also demonstrates to others, employers, scholarship committees, colleges, and universities what you have done and what you are capable of doing. Now, there are many options available for an Americorps service term for someone 18 years old or older. An option we are going to explore a bit more now is the Americorps NTripleC service term in the National Civilian Community Corps. An NTripleC service term typically lasts 10 months. Service projects are typically 6 to 8 weeks in duration, and you are part of a team of 8 to 12 members. Your team will serve in a community addressing various needs. So all the stuff we have just talked about are possibilities: disaster response, community improvements, food, energy conservation, and much more. So now we're going to take a little peek at what NTripleC is involved in. So we're going to watch this brief 1-minute video from youtube.com.
You're a home for a family who's been out in the cold. You're a bottle of clean water in the hands of a thirsty child. You're a sandbag pushing back the flood. You're a traveler, a team member, a builder, a giver. You're a forklift driving, chainsaw wielding hand that reaches out. You're a line in the woods that fires can't cross. You're a garden that feeds the community. You're not help is on the way. Your help is here. Join Americorps NTripleC. Be the greater good.
So to serve as an NTripleC member, there are some basic requirements which are listed here. There is an age range, 18 to 24 years old. So it ranges spanning from high school graduation to 6 years beyond, so up to and including 24 years old. The service term for a traditional NTripleC member is 10 months. There is a team leader who is 18 years old or older, and you have to pass a national service criminal background check, have to pass a medical eligibility assessment, and then in terms of citizenship for a traditional NTripleC member, one needs to be either a U.S. citizen, a U.S. national, or a lawful permanent resident. And then if you serve in the FEMA division of NTripleC. The service term is 12 months, and FEMA stands for Federal Emergency Management Agency. And you also need to be a US citizen, plus all of the other requirements, the criminal background check and the medical eligibility assessment. You have to pass all of those. So for NTripleC, you can apply to serve in any one of these 4 regions in the United States. So here we have the North Central region, which includes Michigan, the Southern region, including Florida, the Eastern Seaboard, and all of these states here, and the Southwest region, states like Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and other states. And then the Pacific region over here in the West. So California, the Pacific Northwest, other states, including Alaska and Hawaii. Now, travel is a possibility with NTripleC, as your team could move from one location to another, as a service project typically lasts from 6 to 8 weeks, as mentioned earlier. So your location could shift as a project ends and a new project starts someplace else. So who knows? Maybe your team is helping to fight wildfires in California during the dry season, and then several months later, your team is sent to the Pacific Northwest in Washington State to help with flooding during the wet season. So you might be wondering, what are some of the benefits, practical benefits of serving as an Americorps NTripleC member? The benefits are comprehensive. Americorps doesn't want NTripleC members worrying about their essential expenses. So room and board, you don't have to worry about a roof over your head, food to eat, or how you're going to get around during service. You are covered by health insurance, and uniforms are provided. And these are the types of items that would be included in your uniform. You are covered by health insurance as well. Also, you will receive a modest living allowance of approximately $4,000, which might not seem like a lot, but remember, all those essential living expenses have been taken care of. And then upon completion of your service term, you will receive an education award of approximately $5,000, which can be applied to cover future educational expenses at eligible institutions of higher education or other forms of training. So if you would like to learn more about Americorps, check out www.americorps.gov. So we are very close to the end of today's webinar, number 4, Financing Your Future, the final segment in the Show Me the Money Day 4-part webinar series. As you are new high school graduates, we have a gift for you, a Show Me the Money Day What's Next Grad Red Packet. It's filled with an assortment of financial resources to help you manage your money. If not now, then later in your future when you're ready. And it includes PowerPoint printouts from the 4 webinars, links to all 4 pre-recorded webinars in the series on budgeting, banking, borrowing, and financing your future on Community Housing Network's YouTube channel. There are handouts, a budget worksheet, a book, The Richest Man in Babylon, a financial education classic I discovered many years ago, and more. In closing, thank you to Pontiac High School, to your teacher, Mrs. Kohler, and the students of her 5th and 6th hour classes for inviting us into your classroom to present this virtual webinar series over the past 3 weeks. Congratulations and best wishes to you all. Thank you.